Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jackson and I are here to do one cast today. Get my fly line together here. There we go. It is Sunday the 22nd of October. No generation so far today. Beautiful day. No clouds. Little breeze out of the west. I'm up here just below, or no, that's dry wash, what we call dry wash right here. Tennis courts are right around the corner. I'm up in the trophy area. The wind's out of the west, like I said, so it's blowing me up against the bluff. I came up here and looked around. Hold on, I got my fly stuck in my bag here. There we go. Nothing going on against the bluff. I was kind of wanting to throw dry. So I came over here. I was going to look along the shallow bank over here. It's all gravel. It starts from zero and it kind of works its way out. And a lot of times there's some fish up in there in that shallow water moving around. Nothing there, but I noticed when I got within a couple boat lengths of the bank, there were a lot of fish that were milling out in a 1.5 foot, 2 foot of water. So I tied on, it's a number 16 red zebra midge with a brass head, no, copper head and brass wire. Is a real bright fly. And we sometimes, and it works sometimes, tie on a fly that's kind of bright in the bright sunshine. And I've cast it over a couple times. I've gotten 4 or 5 bites, caught 2 fish, so we might have a good one cast here. Might catch some fish on camera. I got it 6X tippet, and it's about 20 inches or so below a real small indicator, hard foam. Little chop on the water, which is awesome, but I can still see fish moving around a lot. They're not sitting in one place. They're all over the place. So you can almost just throw your fly out there and let them find it. That's what I have been doing. First fish I caught was a little native rainbow, about not even 4 inches long. Still had par marks. The bite's been pretty light. I put this real small indicator on just for that reason. So if I get any kind of nibble, that float's gonna dip below the surface just a little bit. It's like there is a little bit of movement in the water, a little bit of current, so it is moving my fly, which is okay. I got the old spot lock working. The only thing is it makes a lot of noise. Trying to keep me in the same spot. Really had varied fishing reports today, this morning. No, nothing on the first cast. Jigs seem to be doing pretty good. Some guys caught fish on black jigs down at Monkey Island. Since I've been doing one cast down at Monkey Island, a lot of people have been going down there catching fish. Doing really good. Fire bait, night crawlers, pink worm under a float, black jigs. That's two I've missed. When I pulled up there looking around, I saw some pretty nice rainbows in the 20-inch class cruising around, so. I am going to move the fly around a little bit. He just barely touched it. You can hear the golfers. There's a whole green right up here, Point Royale golf course. That's what the noise is. Well, I never want to say, I guess, that I'm going to catch fish when I turn the video camera on, because you just never know, I guess. It is real warm out. I'm not sure why I got this jacket on. I saw yesterday it hit 80. Well, they're fighting good too. That's a good sign. Our colors are getting there in the trees. You're not really seeing too many colors this direction, but on the bluff it's pretty. There's one. I guess there were a ton of boats on the lake yesterday. And it's almost the opposite today. Everybody went home. Although we're still pretty full at the resort. Oh, saw a nice fish. Roll out there. Maybe it was a sucker. Maybe not. Like I said, I can see fish. I can see shadows out there moving around. Occasionally you'll see one roll. Sometimes you'll see a shadow right underneath your float too. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to this shallow bank. What I got to be careful of is moving up too shallow, and then I'm fishing where my fly is sitting on the bottom, which I don't want it to do. There is a definite drop off. I want to stay in that 3 to 4 foot range, preferably 3. You attack that one. It's pretty small. Oxygen content seems to be really good tonight because these fish have got a lot of fight in them. Those same ladies are on a different hole or hooting and hollering again. Check my fly real quick. It's good. Oh, took that one under. See if you do it again. I got one underneath it. Another one underneath it. When you get 2 or 3 underneath it, they just about always, somebody's going to take it because it's a little competition. I can still see him down there. The trolling motor is not keeping me where I want to be. There we go. About the same size. All right, I'm gonna put in another fly, different one, after I get this fish in. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, I've tied on a number. Actually, it's a big scud for these conditions, but it's been working. Last time I was out here, it's a Peppy, number 12. A little deeper, probably 24 inches. So it is suspended. Not necessarily fishing it on the bottom. That's how I fished it last time I was up here and really did good. Those freshwater shrimp or scuds will swim around. They'll come off the bottom and swim. I don't know how often or what makes them do it. Of course, they're a lot easier to eat when that happens. So, I don't know, they might not hit it. There's a nice fish. I might make this a little deeper though too. Instead of going deeper, I'm going to fish closer to the bank. A little more shallow water. See if that works. I typically will catch a little bigger fish on a scud than I would on a eat it. Boy, they are looking at it. My float is a little bit small for this fly. The scud is weighted, and my float's not setting on top of the water like I'd like for it to. So I might be getting bites that I'm not seeing. Ideally, I guess you'd tie on a zebra midge above this scud, and you might do a little better. Or maybe an egg fly. There he is. He's definitely not bigger. It's a lot prettier. A lot prettier fish. He's pretty. Hooting and hollering. Guys fishing down at the Narrows. Oh. Gotta keep your rod tip low when the wind's blowing. It'll blow your line all over the place. Uh-oh. Yep. I got a tangle. Oh, it's not a tangle. My float slipped down. It's a little easier to handle. Got a little bit, it's not as deep because I keep moving up in shallower water. I can still see fish moving around, so. Ooh, eat it. Yep. Ah, it's not the fish I saw. This is getting to be down in that where you think maybe it's a natural fish, because he is small. He didn't have any par marks though. The first fish I caught was quite a bit smaller than this. That one's pretty short. You know, no, they got to be targeted by bigger trout, especially browns. All right, just one more fish, then I'm gonna go. Preferably a little bigger fish. Oh, there's a really nice fish, but he's not close to my float. He's well over 20. Not that one. I'm glad I shook that one off because that was another dink. I am gonna go a little deeper just for the fun of it. So I'm down up to 30 inches or so. The chop on the water today has made all the difference in the world as far as the bite. You can tell as much activity that I'm seeing where the fish are just swimming around. You know they're feeding. You just got to get something in front of them that you know that they might be interested in. I might be a little too deep now. Yeah, not really. He ate it. I missed several in a row. I think I'm in too shallow water, but they're still hitting it. How many am I gonna miss? That wind has kind of whipped me around. Kind of looking in the sun now. Sorry. All right, come on, fish. Gotta flip myself around, get out of that sun. Oh, come on, I see you running from it. Maybe I ought to check my hook. I'm sure it wasn't broke. Sure acting like something's going on. He's not very big. You know, if you're just starting out fly fishing, this is really easy to do. Ooh, a little bigger rainbow, chasing a littler rainbow on my line. It's real easy to do, easy to cast, except for the wind sometimes. It's a good way to learn. Good way to learn to cast, to set the hook, to fight fish. Especially catching little ones. Yep, nothing wrong with that hook. So it's a good way to come out and get a feel for fly fishing. If you get a chance to do it, this is awesome weather. And sometimes the fish bite. And they're getting a little smaller. I'm seeing bigger fish, they're just not. The little fish are beating the big fish to the hook. But I do have to go. This is Mother Nature's way of saying, well, go. I lost my chop. Now it becomes a challenge. And my chop's coming back. Last cast, and I'm telling myself that because I do have to go. Yeah, well, I don't like. Okay, I'm not going to cast after this because all I can catch are little ones. So much for my scud versus zebra midge theory. All right, I gotta go. This is pretty awesome though. I enjoy getting out and fishing. Hope you did too. Thank you for watching. We'll do it again tomorrow.